suffering I had to work. We all want to think that we did it ourselves.
Okay, let's set up a scenario here. Let me have Mr. Iozzi, you're the bad guy, okay, and so you're talking, and you think he's the problem, okay?
All right.
And then all of a sudden, whoa, this one comes up here and grabs a hold, and so here's the problem now. So somebody coming up from behind us, grabbing that arm. So everybody get a training partner, try that. Here's what we do. You're going to come up from this angle, bump their arm, and just lift the arm and shoulder. This is bad guy school, okay, what you do there. So somebody's coming up this way. Just going to try to get them off balance, lean them, move them over. Everybody do that. Just do that much with a training partner. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just say, hey, come on with me. Come on with me. Hey, get over here. Get over here.
Sometimes in our physical training, our physical martial art training, we can see things go beyond the maybe what we call the basics. So arm comes, I stop the arm. Okay, well that seems reasonable, but maybe we don't even stop the arm. As the arm's coming, we may push them on the face, just move them off balance. You don't even have to worry about that arm. That's earth too. I can throw them off balance.
I think what we want to establish is the sense of surprise that would happen. So if I'm paying attention here, somebody comes in, whoa, that natural surprise is going to happen. So we tense up. You know, nobody tenses down. So now I'm helping him when I'm losing my balance. So right away, I want to get my balance back from there as he's shoving there. From there, I can lift this arm up, around. Now I'm cleared. If I think he's going to hit, I'm going to move back in with my multiple hits that way there. All right, so I'm caught. Whoa, I just go with it. Lift. Even if he's got a hold of my sleeve, then I'll just tuck this hand here. I'm going to swing this up. So do this. Imagine a couple of ski poles, and you're just swinging this up. Now, as you go, you can extend some elbow with it, but it's really that momentum that's going to do it. Yeah. So everybody shadow box that with me. That arm, you're leaning. Maybe take a step and a half to where you can settle. Throw the arm up, bring it around. If they still have some cloth, tuck it in here. You'll probably free your arm if they don't. Rock and swing that ski pole punch up in there.
Earth sense of me making things happen my own way can come across as maybe dictatorial in some cases. Here's what needs to happen, here's going to be this way. The positive way of saying that would be commanding. Somebody needed to take charge, and so I took charge. That's the earth quality.
Here's another possibility. I'm caught here, and as I lose my balance here, I go to throw this off, and I'm too far away to hit with that. And I feel that I need to strike, I need to do something to get him off of me, all right? He hasn't actually hit me yet, so there are legal issues. If I just start hitting this way, I may not be able to justify that legally, so we have to bear that in mind. So I'm this far away here. I want to push that leg. I could hit there. So from this point, reaching high, freeing myself. As he comes back in, just go right up above the knee. I'm going to scrape down the shin. All right, I'm grabbed. Get your hands off of me. I could start to hit with a little blunt heel action into that knee that way. Grab me where this leg is a little back that way. Hey, get your hands off me. Then I could go to this leg here, just pounding in there to get him off of me. He's mad, starts to come back in. That's when I'm going to work this little ski pole hit into the solar plexus. Do it with me shadow boxing. Reach for the ceiling. And that's harder. That's going to be harder than you might imagine, because there's a tendency to get small when we're being defensive. So reach up, get off there. Lift, hit a couple of times. Plant, shift, that whole body weight. That's real characteristic of our Toshindo. The body weight delivers. Push them back. Hey, get away from me. Get away from me. We're going to verbalize that.
I have a question. So I understand a lot about Earth. I mean, this was just a great thing for me to learn. But how do you recognize in a person of this earth quality?
Or you mean, what would they look like?
Yeah, how does
do
it
you
look
know?
like? Right.
I think you might even see it in their body. It might be a person who is a very firm, solid, the way they move, the way they walk, heel, middle of the foot, toe. When an earth person walks, they're firmly in touch. Someone might say, well, everybody walks that way, but they don't. Go to a mall and watch. There's some people that only walk on their toes. There's some people that only walk on their heels. So just watch the bearing. There'll be a predominance of movement from legs and hips, as opposed to lots of movement with their hands up here this way. So physically, they might even look what I would call blocky, maybe square shape to their body. That's kind of an earth kind of person that way. Words that they use might be command or ordering type of words that a person likes to use. This is the way we're going to do it, or this is the way it needs to be done, or this is what I need to see. Those kind of words that imply somebody taking charge, having a vision, and knowing what it is. So that might be some things you could recognize to know who you're dealing with. A person might have a sense of, or a look of affluence or abundance about them. Earth personalities will tend to move a little more slowly than others. So if I were going to pick up this scroll from an earth tendency, I might be very deliberate, like I had all the time in the world. That might be an earth way to do it. Fire person might more quickly pick something up, reach over here, grab, do this. So you might notice, you're going to grab that teacup. So you may even notice the way they move with that way. That would be an idea of where earth is.
I'm going to grab this arm here. Yeah, once you get it freed up, go ahead and lift up in there with that. Yeah, I'm going to move with the target a little bit. Make sure you got that correct angle. So again, we're grabbing, hey, get over here. Hit in there a couple of times. Then we're also going to practice moving back away with it. So the target holder gets to practice a little bit of what would happen in that real impact. Again, make sure you're hitting with a standing fist, not a boxer uppercut, because a boxer uppercut is actually going to hit on the glove here. Okay, so if we had gloves when we were boxers, we'd do this. If you don't have the glove, this will allow this wrist to stay straight in there.
Earth speech tends to come from way down here. So if everybody take a deep breath in and just say, ah, like you had a great meal. Ah, yeah, that's that earth sense. Because our body is as relaxed as it can be, and if you make a noise from a completely relaxed body, it comes from way down. So, so that kind of a voice. If I'm talking from up here real fast, grabbing a little breath, that's not earth, that's the opposite. So it comes from way down here. And even sounds like sounds. Oh, calm down. Let's be calm. Those kind of sounds, stop it. So in our martial art training, we usually use that as like the beginner's thing to say. We don't want people holding their breath, as they're scrambling around in a self-defense. So they're going to be making noise anyway. Stop it now. Stop it now. Calm down. That's very earth commanding sort of sound. There's that sound that comes out from the earth element as an influence.
Let's work this as a team. If you're standing here, I'm going to have you be the grabber. Whoa, get your hands off me. Go ahead and put that kick in there. Come here. Get your hands off me. Put that kick in there. Get your hands off me. Come here. Get off of me. So we're going to use those 1-2 kick right in the leg. Every now and then we'll straighten his knee out again.
Hey, come here.
Get your hands off from me! Stay back! Stay back!
Good. And you can see she's projecting through the target. I don't want to do this. Bump off. Pushing it through the target that way. Very nice, very nice. Do that one again, do that one again.
No!
Grabbed, off balance.
Come here.
Get your hands up from me! Stay back! Stay back!
Yeah, all right.
In ourselves, if we were trying to recognize this, how would this show up? How decisive are you? I had a friend in Japan one time. We were taking some kind of a personality survey kind of a thing, and this woman got to this question. You are decisive, yes or no? And she looked over at this other friend and went, we all cracked up. We all just started to laugh, you know. And finally she got, okay. So this is very wind-like, very wind-like. So as an earth personality, you may notice that tendency, you know, very decisive. Sometimes it gets in the way. Okay, I'm too decisive and I don't allow enough room for other people's views. So that would be something for us to watch out for in this earth element. In self-defense, the value of stopping an onslaught, boom, knocking them back to where they were and holding it there, of course it's valuable, but it could get in our way. Because I see this hand coming at me, I stop that hand. It may not be about that hand. That might have been something, and now this one comes here and he comes here. So what we want to cultivate beyond just the physical skill is that ability to be big enough of vision so that I am actually stopping the right part of the body that could. Let's do this. Let's work attack from behind. So you're over here. You don't know that I'm here. You think somebody else is the problem. I move you off balance, getting in here, going to grab the head where I could then go to the ground or apply some kind of a choke that way. So if you can knock me off balance, yeah, and then as I'm going for that, yeah, I think that's a pretty realistic setup we could do, where you can bump me from this shoulder here, yeah, and then the person ends up caught, staggering around. So again, I think that's a pretty realistic type of a thing. If you're just standing there, you know, I try to snake my arm in here, you just grab my arm and pull it down. I've seen that in martial art books, and that's pretty elementary. Just grab my arm and pull it down if I'm coming in here. Yeah, and that's valid if you just do a flip over the shoulder from there. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a valid skill. If someone catch this, go in here, we can dislocate the joint or whatever. And maybe, to tell the truth, that would be something worth teaching. If you're choking me here, I do that reflexively. My hands get caught around your arm. As you struggle to get that on, I can use my hips back into your hip there. And again, as you keep me from doing that, by pulling on that arm, I can hug up as you go down. If we're doing that quickly, just let me fall over that. I could then dislocate. But let's go back to the more awkward problem. You are there. If I bump you over here and then I'm catching, hitting, I can get my hand here, caught in the elbow. I want to keep your head from butting into me here. I've got a blood choke on either side of the neck. I could ram into the air choke as well. I mean, this is so standard. They call it a hatakajime, or naked choke, or commando choke. And then as you go to struggle to throw me, if I just sit back this way, very hard to do that. Real standard, easy to escape technique. You're moving me off balance. Yeah. And as you pull me backwards where I can't flip you forward, I just find this leg, pull, hit. I can just continue to come up from there to where I'm in a position. If you go to wrestle out, yeah, stopping, kicking here, because I got to get back to my feet in case there are any buddies or
I lose my balance and start to look for that. Yeah, I feel you pulling me back over, so I'm just gonna go down. If you go ahead and choke from there, yeah, I really don't even need my hands if I can get my body momentum going there. Yeah, give me some real resistance on that. So if I'm getting knocked over here, yeah, going down. If I need to, I can flip that leg up. Still have the arm caught here as you go to fight out. Yeah, still have this hand caught in there. I can start to hit. And again, I always want to make sure that I'm back up to my feet. Let's do a similar one, but as you pull me, see if you can tilt me back where I can't get the leverage. If you're just gonna, maybe guy's gonna rest me sort of sideways. What's important, if I get stability, I'm going to try to see what's happening. If you're going to, yeah, if that goes in here, I'm down on this knee here. So that gives me the ability to project my body weight forward with that. And then that'll pull the person down because you're resisting in there. Let's do this. Here's another possibility. Imagine you're not bigger. You bigger. Okay. Yeah, you got me from behind here. I'm going down. Oh, good. You planted your feet so I can't get this pitch forward. Or as I pitch you forward, let this foot kind of come forward a little bit. Oh, see, that'd be a real good defense. Somebody knows what they're doing there. So now, as you apply that, so you got me held down here. Yeah. As I drop, you feel I'm not a little bit off. Foot goes, I can't get anywhere. If I shoot back between your legs here, yeah, it'll create that unbalance. Now I did that slow motion just so you could see where the balance is, but go there quickly, person will flip over. I mean, I don't want somebody saying, yeah, but if you go through slow like that, wouldn't they choke you from the top? Sure they would, but if we do it fast speed, they don't know what happened. Choke out from behind, but let's say I get knocked to the ground. You throw me to the ground or wrestling from there, yeah. So I have to come in, I catch this leg here so that as you go to strangle, it takes some of that angling away. I may tap this leg here, sweep over where I've got the two arms. If you go to fight out from there, I just extend my leg. As that comes out, catch the leg here, attack with my elbow right into that bone there. Coming up. Using this shoot though, I don't know, what would you do to wrestle out of this? Yeah. Maybe use some strength there. If you did get this arm around my waist, it makes it even better because now I've got this arm trapped here. So I can apply these, shoot the elbow in here, push away. Let's do this. I'll pad up here so that I can go a little faster without doing that shin break in there. So if I'm already on the ground, I'm starting to get up and jump on with a choke. I'm here trying to get up, and you're jumping on from behind. Yeah, getting that choke to where I can't access these legs here. Yeah, oh, that's good, that's good. But I feel myself going out here. Yeah, then I can do that throw. As you continue to fight up from there, yeah, I can use this just to hold you in place. If you continue to wrestle on up from there, yeah, just use my knee into place and then got that elbow ready to break. Let's say I'm trying to get up from here. You jump on top from behind. Yeah, and hook those legs. I can't get out. I can't get to those legs. Yeah, that's good there. From there, as I feel myself starting to blank out, whatever here. I can hook, and I've got this elbow in position where I can break that if I would need to.
Sometimes people can misunderstand. Maybe if I'm coming from an earth perspective, I see things one way and somebody else interprets it negatively. So if you had a word like somebody would criticize earth and say, well, you're too complacent. You like things the way they are, too complacent. Well, that's a negative word. What would be a positive word that we could use to express the same kind of a thing? So if I say, well, you're complacent, you're sort of stuck. You know, the positive way of saying that is, I value what I have. I value what I have. So we can see that a lot of this is interpretation.
And again, I know I said it before, but I have to say it again. I'm just a little awkward about this because this is real self-defense. What do people really know? This is what I really wanted to learn when I was a kid. How would you really deal with somebody who really wanted to harm me? But it isn't what you'd see in a wild, fun Jackie Chan movie or something like that. It's all the wild, flashy, crazy stuff that would be fun to show, the art part of it, swords and spears and flow and knife disarms, all of that isn't on this video. So my ego kind of feels uncomfortable. I'd love to be able to show all of this, but nope, I'm going to stick with it. We're going to actually show the real self-defense the way it should be taught and is taught in our schools.